Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Take my heart. My little brothers and sisters, I welcome all of you with the Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace, mercy, and blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala behold on all of you. Today we will discuss about the maths of class 2, which is mentioned in your textbooks in page number 16. Today I will try to solve all the problems which is mentioned in page number 16. So let's get started and try to solve all the problems which is mentioned in page number 16. Before solving any types of questions, before solving any types of problems, first of all, we should read the problems. We should read the maths deeply. So that is why, first of all, we will try to see what is mentioned in your textbooks in page number 16. And you can see this is page number 16 of your textbooks. Here we can see in question number 6, the author asked us, the author asked some questions, and in question number 6 we can see that circle the greater number in each box. Here you can see that there is more than 6 box, almost 6 box, and in each box there has 3 numbers, and the author asked us that what number is greater than the other numbers. So in the first box we can see that the number of the first number is 59, and then 64, and then 77. Can you guess what will be the answer? What is the greater number here? Yes, here is the greater number is 77. So because the greater number is 77, then you should make a circle in 77. Then go to the next math. Here you can see that in the box the numbers are 80, 45, and 92. Can you guess what is the greater number here? Yes, the greater number here is 92. So you should write a circle in 92 like this. Okay. Then if we see the next math, we can see that in the next box the numbers are 75, 68, and 69. So you can easily find that the greater number from the box is 75. So you should write a circle in 75. Then if we go to the next math, we can see that in the box there has 39, 61, and 51. So you can also easily can find that what is the greater number here. Yes, here is 61 is the greater number. So you should write a circle in 61. Then in the next box you can see that the number which is mentioned in this box is 96, 90, and 95. Can you guess which is the greater number here? The greater number is 96. So you should make a circle in 96. If we see the next box, we can see that here the numbers are 80, 90, and 100. Can you guess which is the greater number? Yes, the greater number is 100. So you should make a circle in this 100. Okay, I hope that you all will understand question number 6. Now we will try to solve question number 7. Here we can see that the question is fill up the blank spaces with appropriate numbers. It is important questions. In question number A, we can see that the numbers are 4, 6, 8, and that there has 2 gaps. And again there has 14, and there has also 2 gaps, and at the final stage there we can see that 20. So before solving these types of math, you should see which patterns is given behind this math, which patterns is hidden in these numbers. So first of all, we try to see what is the pattern is hidden behind the numbers. We can see that the first number is 4, and in the second numbers we can see that 6. If we subtract 6 minus 4, what we can find? We can find that 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. If we subtract 8 minus 6, what will be the answer? 8 minus 6 is also 2. So you can see the pattern that here the subtract is 2 and here is also 2. So you can easily find that, easily can find out the pattern that if we add 2 with the first number, 4 plus 2 is equal 6, and it is the second number. And if we add more 2 with the second number, we can find the third number. Here we can see that 6 plus 2 is equal 8. So if you add 2 with this 8, what will be the answer? 8 plus 2 is equal 10. So you can fill this gap with 10, and 10 plus 2 is equal what? 10 plus 2 is equal 12. So in this gap you should write 12, and 12 plus 2 is equal what? 12 plus 2 is equal 14. So here is 14, and 14 plus 2 is equal what? 14 plus 2 is equal 16. So in this gap you should write 16. 16 plus 2 is equal what? 16 plus 2 is equal 18. So in this gap you should write 18, and then in the final stage, and then in the final number, we can see that 18 plus 2 is equal 20, and that is mentioned. Students, I think you all understand that easily. So I will clear all the doubt in the next levels and in the next questions. So when we will solve this question number B, in question number B we can see that the first number is 3, then is 6, then is 9, then there has a gap, and there has 15, and there has a gap, and there has 21, and there has 2 gaps, and finally there has 30. So what will be in these gaps? So first of all we should think, and first of all we should deeply think that what pattern is hidden behind these types of numbers. There we can see that 3, and there we can see that in the second number is 6. So like the first math, like the first question, if we subtract second number minus first number, what will be the answer? 6 minus 3 is equal 3, then 9 minus 6 is equal 3. So we can see the pattern that every time there has a difference of 3. So we can easily say that 3 plus 3 is equal 6, and that is why there we can see a 6. And then 6 plus 3 is equal 9, and that is why we can see a 9 here. And if we add more 3 with this 9, what will be the answer? 9 plus 3 is equal 12. So we can fill this gap with 12. And 12 plus 3 is equal what? 12 plus 3 is equal 15, and that is why we are seeing here a 15. 15 plus 3 is equal what? 15 plus 3 is equal 18, and that is why you should fill this gap with 18. 18 plus 3 is equal 21, and that is why you are seeing 21 numbers in this stage. And 21 plus 3 is equal 24, and that is why you should write 24 in this gap. And in the next gap you should write 24 plus 3 is equal what? 24 plus 3 is equal 27, and you should fill this gap with 27. And at the final level, at the final stage, you should write 27 plus 3 is equal what? 27 plus 3 is equal 30, and that is why you can see a 30 there. I hope you all will understand. Now if we solve question number C, we can see that here the first number is 4, then there is 8, 12, a gap, 20, gap, gap, and 32, and then a gap, and again in the last number we can see that 40. So like the beginning two problems, like A and B questions, we will try to solve this. So how can we do it? So first of all, you should try to understand what pattern is hidden there. We can see that the first number is 4 and the second number is 8. So when we will subtract second number from the first number, what will be the difference? As the second number is 8 and the first number is 4, so 8 minus 4 is equal what? 8 minus 4 is equal 4, and 12 minus 8 is equal what? 12 minus 8 is equal also 4. So the pattern hidden behind the numbers is every time there will be a difference of 4 in the numbers. So when we will add 4 with 4, we can find the second number, that is 8. When we will add 4 with 8, we can find the third number, 12. And when we will add 12 plus 4, what will be the answer? 12 plus 4 is equal 16, and that is why you should fill this gap. You must fill this gap with 16. And 16 plus 4 is equal what? 16 plus 4 is equal 20, and that is why you are seeing a 20 in this stage. And 20 plus 4 is equal what? 20 plus 4 is equal 24, and that is why you should fill this gap with 24. 24 plus 4 is equal 28, and you should fill this gap 28. 28 plus 4 is equal 32, and here is 32. 32 plus 4 is equal 36. So the gap will be filled with 36. And at the final level, we can see that 36 plus 4 is equal 40, and here is the 40. If we solve the next question, in the question number D, we can see that the first number is 10, then the second number is 15, then here there has two gaps, and there is 30, also two gaps, 45, a gap, 55. So like the beginning problems, again we should find the pattern which is hidden in these numbers. Here we can see that the first number is 10, the second number is 15. So if we subtract 15 minus 10, what will be the answer? 15 minus 10 is equal 5. So when we will add 5 with the first number, we can easily find the second number. So 10 plus 5 is equal what? 10 plus 5 is equal 15, and that is why you are watching these 15 numbers in here. Then 15 plus 5 is equal what? 15 plus 5 is equal 20, and you should write 20 in this gap. 20 plus 5 is equal what? 20 plus 5 is equal 25, and that is why you should fill this gap with 25. If we will add 5 with this 25, then we can find 30. 30 plus 5 is equal 35, and we should fill this gap with 35. Here will be 35 plus 5 is equal 40, and 40 plus 5 is equal 45. Then after all, 45 is equal 5, 45 plus 5 is equal 50. Then you should fill this gap with 50. Then at the final stage, and then at the final level, we can see that 50 plus 5 is equal 55. So here we are seeing 55. So now we will try to solve question number E. So here we also should try to find out a pattern. But the students, listen and look that in the A, B, C and D number of questions, we can see various types of number from the beginning. But in the question number E, here we can see just one number, and that is 10. So how can we solve it? How can we solve it? So before solving it, we always try to find a pattern. So because there is a one number, so we will try to make or find a pattern from the middle numbers. And here in the middle, you can see that the numbers are 40 and 50. So find out the gap or find out the difference between 50 and 40. So dear students, can you guess what is the differences between 50 and 40? 50 minus 40 is equal to 10, and that is why the pattern hidden behind the numbers is 10. So when we will add 10 plus 10, what will be the number? 10 plus 10 is equal to 20, and that is why you should make, or you should fill the gaps with 20. 20 plus 10 is equal to what? 20 plus 10 is equal to 30, and that is why the next gap will be filled up with 30. 30 plus 10 is equal to 40, and that is why you are seeing a 40 here. 40 plus 50, 40 plus 10 is equal to 50, and that is why you are seeing a 50 here. 50 plus 10 is equal to 60, and that is why you should write a 60 here. 60 plus 10 is 70 here. 70 plus 10 is equal to 80, and you are watching 80 here. 80 plus 10 is equal to 90, and the gap will be filled up with 90, and at the last we can see that 100. So 90 plus 110 is equal to 100, and that is why we are seeing 100. So I hope you all will understand what I was saying to you, what I was trying to understand you. And now we will try to solve question number 8. So before solving question number 8, we should try to understand, we should try to deeply read what is mentioned in question number C, in question number 8. So in question number 8, we can see that let's add. Add means, that English term add means in Bangla job. Add means job. Make circle if the sum is odd. If the sum is odd, odd means what? The English term odd means in Bengali, odd means bijor. Odd means bijor. Dear students, I think you can understand it. Odd means bijor and even means jor. So I am trying to share the Bengali term so that you can understand this easily. So in question number 8, the author asked us, or author says that let's add. Add means job. Make circle if the sum is odd. Odd means bijor. So we should find the summation. We should add the numbers which is mentioned there. When we will find the adding numbers, or when we will find the result, then we will try to find that is the number is odd or even. If odd, then we should make a circle. If even, then you should not make a circle. That is the simplicity of the question. That is the clarity of the question. I hope you all will understand me. So now we will try to solve this. First of all, here we can see that 5 plus 3 is equal to what? So we will try to solve it. You know that 5 plus 3 is equal 8. 5 plus 3 is equal 8. So the number, or so the answer will be 8. Here 5 plus 3 is equal 8, so the answer will be 8. And you know that 8 is not an odd number. 8 is not an odd number, so we should not make a circle in the result. If we see the next math, we can see that 4 plus 5. Dear students, can you guess 4 plus 5 is equal what? You can use your hand, you can use your finger to count it. You know that 4 plus 5 is equal 9. So can you guess 9? Is 9 a odd or even? Yes, absolutely. 9 is an odd number. And because it is an odd number, so in the result, you should make a circle. If we see the next math, we can see that 2 plus 6 is equal to what? If you count these numbers in your finger, you can easily find this answer. 2 plus 6 is equal 8, and you can easily understand that 6 plus 2 is equal 8, and 8 is not an odd number, it is an even number, and that is why in the result you should not make a circle. In the next math, we can see that 1 plus 4 is equal what? You know that 1 plus 4 is equal 5, and you can easily understand that 5 is an odd number, and that is why you should make a circle in the result. If we see the last math of these 8 number questions, that is 7 plus 2 is equal what? You know that 7 plus 2 is equal 9, and 9 is an odd number, and that is why you should make a circle in the result. You should make a circle in 9. So I hope that you all will understand question number 8. Now we will try to solve question number 9. So before solving the question, before solving the problem, we should read deeply what is saying in the questions. So in question number 9, you can see that the question is, let's subtract. What is the meaning of subtract? Can you guess? Or do you know what is the meaning of subtract? The term subtract is mean in Bengali, that subtract means biyog. Subtract means biyog. So make circle if the remainder is even. Remainder means result, and even means I were mentioned in the beginning. Even means jod and odd means bijod. So even means jod. So here is mentioned that if the result will be even, then you should make a circle. If the answer will be odd, you should not make a circle. In question number 8, it was mentioned that if the sum is odd, you should make a circle. And in question number 9, if the remainder or if the result is even, then you should make a circle. So let's try to solve this question. Let's try to write what will be the answer of this question. You can see that 6 minus 5. Can you guess what is the result of 6 minus 5? Yes, 6 minus 5 is equal 1. And you can easily guess that 1 is not an even number. It is an odd number. So, because 1 is an odd number, you should not make a circle in the result. If you see the next math, we can see that 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 is equal what, students? I'm asking you. 9 minus 4 is equal what? Yes, 9 minus 4 is equal 5. So 5 is an odd number, and like the first one, you should not make a circle because it is an odd number. If it will be even, then you should make a circle. If we see the next types of maths, here we can see that 8 minus 2 is equal what? 8 minus 2 is equal what? If you count it in your hand, or if you try to rough on the notebooks which have in front of you, you can count this maths that 8 minus 2 is equal what? 8 minus 2 is equal 6, and you can easily guess that, you can easily identify that 6 is an even number, and because it is an even number, you should make a circle in the result. You should make a circle in the remainder. You should make a circle which you have take from the math. So 8 minus 2 is equal 6, and because it is an even number, you should make a circle. If we see the if we see the next math, we can see that 6 minus 1 is equal what? 6 minus 1 is equal 7, and 7 is not an even number, so you should not make a circle because 7 is an odd number, so you should not make a circle. And at the last of these types of questions, in which is mentioned in question number 9, in the last types of math, we can see that 5 minus 3 is equal what? 5 minus 3 is equal 2, and you can easily identify that 2 is an even number. Because 2 is an even number, you should make a circle in the remainder. You should make a circle in the result. So I hope, students, you can easily understand what I was trying to say you when I was solving question number 6, 7, 8 and 9. But in the next video, we will try to solve question number 10 and 11 easily. So I hope you all will understand that easily. If you have any problem, if you have any questions, if you have any types of doubts related to this topic, related to today's video or tutorial, you can ask me with without any hesitation in the comment box. Inshallah, I will try to answer all types of questions. I will try to solve all types of problems. I will try to clear all types of doubts which you have. So inshallah, in the next video, you all will be connected with me. So thank you very much for watching this video. Goodbye.